Already, this has been a win for everybody involved in the PMP Familia. Tony, I'm getting important backstory on Doug in Japan right now that I never knew existed before. But it's good that we fill in some of the blanks in the mysterious Doug in Japan, who we love so much. What's happening, Doug? Doug in Japan out here breaking it down, going, guys, I'm originally from Santa Clara. Yeah. But I've been in Japan for 30 years. Tony, I'm building a joke right into the opening segment right here. Here's my question. I'm already trying to spur on some speculation. Did Doug from Japan flee Santa Clara because of the substation?
Well, I was going to ask him, is he torn an ACL or blown out his Achilles because of the substation?
Let's find out. Let's find out. Doug, any traumatic knee, ankle, elbow injuries we need to know about, shoulders, anything like that? Let us know, because that would help fill in some of the gaps. Dude, Tony, things are getting...
You mentioned Doug in Japan. Come on, dude. Right out of the gates. Let's go.
Speaking of right out of the gates, isn't there like a Night Flight song of some kind?
Yeah. Read my mind, Paulie. He read it. Come on.
Yeah. Creative Tony. Yeah, what you doing now? You got your little lead. Yeah, let's take a night reprieve. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone. Gonna be some sweet sounds coming down on the night flight. This is your other home. Yeah, you know you're not alone.
We would want people to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
That's all.
Yeah, well, that's the truth. I mean, boy, it's getting harder and harder every day, isn't it? But Doug in Japan, I appreciate the backstory, appreciate the opening track. Scarlet Fire, good to see you. I got E. Chavez coming in. I got Dom. I got Sourdough Sal. I got Noemi. I got Big Al. James Lazat's in the house. Gravy Graves. Miriam. Everybody. Yes, Miriam. Uncluttered lives for me and you. That's my... Those are my fingers are crossed as I'll say my prayers tonight for both of us. Rockin' New Era. What's happening? All right, Tony. First of all, how you doing? What's new with you?
Good, Paulie. Cheers, buddy. My buddy Mark Wiseman, your mom is cool. Hashtag your mom is cool. He has reintroduced. I'm having a renaissance with Miller High Life these days, and he left some at the pad the other day, and I grabbed one tonight, and I'm like, you know what, Mark? Thank you, buddy. So I'm enjoying the champagne of beers tonight, Paulie. So
right.
Cheers to you. Cheers to everybody.
I'm enjoying the champagne of San Rafael Waters up here at my house. This is the champagne of waters. Thank you.
Cheers to John Lynch for saying that Brandon Ayuk has played his last down of football in a 49ers uniform. So that was official today. So we can talk about that later on in the show, Paulie.
Well, yeah. I mean, somebody had to say it. I've been saying it for months. I've been saying that for months. Get them out. Go. You don't want to be. I had to quote Coach Taylor today from Friday Night Lights on one of the tweets. If you don't want to be here, get the hell out of my house. When he just loses his mind. That's where I'm at with Ayuk. And I could tell neither of those guys wanted to talk about it. Kyle Shanahan didn't want to talk about it. John Lynch didn't want to talk about it. But officially and for the record, if you missed it today, they did a long presser. They answered questions about Ayuk. They answered questions about Mac Jones. They answered questions about the substation. I'm not kidding. We'll get into that tonight. And it's about time. I think it's about time they said he's played his last snap for the 49. I don't ever want to see him again. Like, I really don't. And legitimate question, and I'll announce who's coming up on the show in a second here. Because we got to
Paulie, I'm wearing my Pearl Jam hat tonight to get on the Seattle bandwagon. Just want to let everybody know I'm officially on the Seattle bandwagon. I think I might be there alone based on you and what I see on the PMP chat. I think I might be riding solo.
I can't help you. I can't help you.
I can't believe that you're jumping on the Rams bandwagon. I'm stunned. I got to be honest. I'm stunned.
No, I got no time for the Seattle Seahawks of any kind. Like, no time. Like, negative time. And I got no time for their fan base. I got no time for their corny, dark pewter, whatever that color. I don't even know what the color is anymore. They used to be blue and silver. Now I don't know what that is. But no, I can't get on board with any of it. None of it.
And by the way, I'm looking for a soundbite that we had earlier. And maybe there it is.
Damn, Jimmy.
Jimmy Garoppolo is now going to his Sixth championship game. Sixth. Second only to Tom Brady, dude.
Well, it's a big difference. Garoppolo is not taking snaps in all those games, though.
I know. I'm just saying, though. I saw that pop up the other day, and I was like, "You got to be kidding me, man!" Like this.
Because I could say this. I could say, ready for this, Tony? Because technically this is true, but even he himself would never say this.
Seven. I apologize. I misspoke. Seven.
I'd be willing to bet a very large sum of money that if you went up to Steve Young and said, "Hey, Steve, how many times did you win the Super Bowl?" He could technically say 3 because he owns 3 rings, and Joe gave him 2 of those rings. He won 1 ring himself, and if you ask Steve Young that question, he would say, "I won 1 ring. I won a Super Bowl. I won 1 Super Bowl." Great. Good. Yep. I'm still waiting for these guys to win one. Fantastic. But my point is, even Garoppolo himself, I don't think wants to tote that because he's just standing there. You know what I mean? He's just standing there.
Hamala Babala, Jimmy Garoppolo. Hamala Babala, Zibala Babala, Hamala Babala, Jimmy Garoppolo. Paulie, stand by.
Oh, yeah. It's business time.
I got to get Noemi's super out of the way and out of the gates. So, Noemi, thank you for this super. She says, "Yo, Tony, make room for me on that Seahawks bandwagon. I despise the Rams." So do I. I loathe the Rams. I despise the Rams. I have a hatred for the Rams. I don't like the Seahawks, but I don't have a massive hatred like I do for the Rams.
You do know that's a team that just kicked the living crap out of the Niners. That's
we know that it's Sam Darnold leading that team.
That was 4 days ago.
Yeah, dude. Tip of the cap. Respect.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Seriously.
Is that how you felt when the New York Giants beat us in the NFC Championship? Tip of the cap. I wasn't. I was furious.
No, dude, they kicked the living crap out of the Niners 4 days ago, and it's a former Niner that's most likely. I would say chances are it gets the ring. I really do. I think Seattle's going to go all the way. But I can't root for the Rams, dude. I just can't root for LA. Can't root for anything LA related. And I love people from LA. Max Medina, Ali Medina. Ali was on the show last week. LA, right? Can't do it.
What about Anthony Kiedis, for God's sakes?
Dude, what about Eddie Vedder? What about the Pearl Jam? What about the grunge movement? Come on,
what about Dave Navarro? He's down there in LA. He's not bothering anybody. What about Slash? You know what I mean? Slash is waking up. What about Henry Rollins? Come on, man. Let's get with
Rollins. What about Lane Staley? What about Mike McCready? Love him. What about Chris Cornell? What about your guys in Nirvana? Like, I mean, it's, and you got Mother Love Bone. You got, it's just,
It's funny how you didn't mention the Hart sisters. Do you have are you discriminating against Ann and Nancy? Because, I mean, they kind of paved the way for all those bands.
Love Ann and Nancy.
Yeah,
love
me too.
Yeah, seriously. Noemi, thank you for the super. And I'm glad you will be jumping on board. We'll be hitting the road. We'll hit the road on Friday. We'll get
Stevie
to Seattle by Saturday.
Hey, Stevie B, let me talk to you for a second. Let me just address Stevie B, because me and Stevie B are maybe the only ones being rational right now. I saw everything you wrote, Stevie B, and I'm in lockstep with you. As soon as Noemi posted that, Stevie B goes, "No, Noemi, no." I just can't do it. I cannot.
You can do Rams? You can do Rams. That's what blows me away. So you can do Rams.
I think that if the elf wins a Super, or even just goes to a Super Bowl, it's more beneficial for this show. I don't think the Seahawks don't benefit us in any way.
A lot of content. There's a lot of content from the elf. If the elf goes,
Hey, that's right, guys. We're down here in Santa Clara now at the substation. Like, let's get him talking substation in 2 weeks, and that very well could happen. Yeah.
Did you happen to see a video? I'm just thinking about on the Seattle side, like who could that be? Like Marshawn Lynch is somebody who's very entertaining on the Seattle side. There was a video circulating on Sunday, or was it on Saturday, where he was just walking up to Niner fans.
Wait, who is this, Tony?
Marshawn Lynch. He's just, I'd love to try and find the video. He would just walk up to Niner fans with a microphone and say, "Are you a 49ers fan?" And they'd say, "Well, yeah." And he would be like, bleep you. And then like totally fun and lovingly, but like, just talking trash. And I was like, okay, that's Marshawn Lynch. It's kind of the goofball for the Seahawks. I mean, you could go back in time into, what's his name? The linebacker, the Bosworth days, The Boz, right? Remember the Boz?
Hey, a couple things real quick tonight. Let's just set the table for everybody. So coming up tonight on the show, going to reunite with one of my old friends. Haven't talked to him in a while. I mean, I know he's out there. I see him on Twitter and Instagram and all that. But we're going to bring KC from LA back to the festivities. If you lost track of KC and you're a fan of the Murph and Mac show, we used to have him on. Great guy, totally entertaining, totally locked up with sports knowledge. He now does radio work for ESPN. in Sacramento. So we're going to bring Casey on, and he is a monster Niner fan, monster Giant fan. The NBA is where we go separate ways. Yeah, D-Lo and KC. There's KC right there. Looking forward to talking with him very much. And he is a Kings fan, so we'll have to take separate roads in the NBA, but loves his Niners, loves his Giants, got a million questions for KC. And if you're out there in the East Bay or you're close enough to pick up the Seattle signal, support the show. Like, I'm sure some of you probably already listened to him, but KC.
Dude, I love it. Paulie, I love it. You said pick up the Seattle signal. I love it.
Well, that's because you're messing with my mind. That's your fault. I mean, that's 100% your fault. I meant it's definitely Tony's fault. I meant to say Sacramento. Thank you so much. Okay. Other goings on tonight, Tony. We do have a bunch of stuff in bookmarks we want to get out there. By the way, did you watch the Warriors last night?
No. I had my Little League draft, dude. I was knee deep in the Little League draft for 4 hours, dude. 4 hours of Little League drafting last night. Oh boy. It was really fun, but man, lots to cover in the Little League draft. So it was bittersweet though, man. It was emotional. I was like, this is the last draft of my son's Little League career. And then I'm probably going to be done coaching him after Little League. And we do Cooperstown. After Cooperstown, I'm done coaching him. So it's kind of emotional times for me, Paulie. But knowing that I could do this show tonight was actually really seriously therapeutic for me, knowing that I had this waiting in the wings.
It just goes so fast. All that kid stuff. It goes so effing I mean, totally cliche to say that, it goes so fast. Cherish every moment. It's totally true, though. You have kids out there, I'm telling you right now, love them up, man. Love every little step of the process, because both my kids are gone. They're out at the house now doing adult stuff. You know what I mean? They're out there doing adult things. But anyway, yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy the whole thing. Let me tell you this then, since you missed the game, Warriors take a nice big fat L on their home court. Although I'm not cracking them because they had a nice homestand. They went 6-2 in that 8-game homestand. Not really much to complain about. I mean, the big story is losing Butler. But here's the story from last night. Warriors lose, but Kuminga coming off the bench, 21 minutes, 20 points, 5 rebounds, looked pretty good. There were things, I'd love to see him tighten up his free throw shooting. I know he's not in a rhythm because he hasn't played, but significant. 20 points, 21 minutes. Tony, what do you think?
Before I had Brady, like we talked about Brady fatigue last week, I'm getting JK fatigue, dude.
I've had it. I've had JK fatigue for a long time. Yeah. It's the whole situation. It's not even him specifically. It's the whole thing.
But we're also talking about one guy. Like, it's taken up a lot of energy and a lot of time. One guy who hasn't really, I don't know, maybe he hasn't gotten enough of an opportunity, but hasn't really shown me that he's worthy of all of this attention and all of this energy that we're spending on him. So I don't know. And again, I trust Steve Kerr, and people nowadays seem to not want to trust Steve Kerr. Or they have gripes with Steve Kerr.
What does Kerr know? So what?
Exactly. It's like,
so what he won rings with Jordan, coached to 4 titles, won a gold medal. So what? What does he know? What does he?
Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, I'll defer to Kerr.
I know more about hoop than Steve Kerr. Let me just tell you that. Let me get on my phone and send some tweets out. You know what I mean? Totally. Yeah. I don't get it. Where everybody's like a smarter coach than Steve Kerr.
Same way, like, I know more than Kyle Shanahan. Kyle literally grew up with a football in his hand as he was born. So it's like, the guy knows football. Is he perfect? No, there's no such thing as a perfect coach. He's going to make mistakes every single week. But I still really, really like Kyle Shanahan as a head coach. Dude, on that note, real quick, Paulie, I saw some David Lombardi had a post earlier today, and then Kyle Shanahan even said in his press conference today that Gus Bradley is the leading candidate in-house, but that they're going to look out, and see what else is out there. And I keep hearing about how tight of friends Kyle Shanahan and Raheem Morris are. So I wonder if Raheem Morris comes to the Bay. I can't even say the Bay. Comes to Santa Clara. I'm going to stop saying the Bay. Comes to Santa Clara.
I know this is going to sound crazy, but I do think if this, I can't believe we're getting into this, but it's become a thing. If this substation story gets legs and becomes like bigger than the actual day-to-day business goings on of the 49ers, something's going to have to be done. And I don't know what the answer is, but if it somehow is determined that it has an effect on tendons, I don't know a thing about it. I'm just telling you what I've been reading. I really don't know. But it's going to become a real thing. Otis Bird, what's up, man? He said Kuminga balled out last night. He did. He looked pretty good, Otis. I don't disagree. And good to see Otis. I don't think I've seen him on the chat before.
Hey, speaking of the chat too, Paulie, Big Al and Chico and Robot Centaur are saying get Jim Schwartz. I would love to see them at least.
Me too. I'll take Schwartz right now. Yeah.
Right. And then
Yeah.
because Schwartz kind of owns Shanahan, although Shanahan had the upper hand this year. But Schwartz owns Shanahan, and maybe just join forces. You know, if you can't beat him, join him. It's kind of like when I started losing my hair. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna shave my head because if you can't beat him, join them, Paulie. So it's just like, you know, I'm just gonna go all bald. I'm not gonna
Or it's
hang
kind of
on.
like, or it's kind of like when Kevin Durant joined the Warriors. Oh boy, I'm the bad guy now. But it is, isn't it? Like he couldn't do it. He's like, yeah, they might as well just come ball out with you guys, get a couple of rings, and then kick around the league for the rest of my career. He's out there, by the way, Kevin Durant. Tony, unhappy in the Bay. Got to go do my own thing now. I hate winning titles. I hate this. It's the worst. And I hate being the MVP of the NBA Finals. I hate it so much. I need a change of scenery. Let me go to Brooklyn. Oh, whoops, that didn't work. You know what I mean? On and on it goes. The poor Kevin Durant. And I got nothing against KD. I've always been a fan. I really have.
Dude, give it to me, Katie. Give it to me, Katie. But one of the favorite songs we ever did was the "Give It to Me, Katie." But maybe Brandon Ayuk has moved in with KD. Did Brandon Ayuk just move to Phoenix and move in with Houston and move in with KD?
I got a serious question for you, and I'm not even kidding around about this.
Yeah.
If you're an NFL owner, an NFL GM, an NFL head coach for that matter, would you want to make an investment in Brandon Ayuk?
Are you? If you're asking me,
I'm not serious. I mean that. Yeah, yeah.
I look at this and I'm saying no.
Me neither.
No.
Like that's why I wonder, like, where does he think his next opportunity is going to come from, and why is the wide receiver position now the most diva like collection of athletes in any sport under the sun? Like, when did this happen? When did we lose the wide receivers? Like, when did they become? I don't know. We grew up with guys that were like just regular football players. Now every single one of them, or most of them, have this diva complex. AJ Brown's another name I could point to, yelling at his coach and by the way, his name's popping up now. Should the Niners look at AJ Brown?
No.
Yeah,
no.
Go ahead. No, speak to it. Go.
No, I don't want AJ Brown. The he's a physical specimen and he's a damn good wide receiver, but he's also just a bad vibe. The guy is a bad vibe.
Horrible.
I don't want the bad vibes. That was basically the mantra of my Little League draft last night. All I want are good vibes. Yeah, I just want good kids, good families, good vibes. I don't want bad vibes wide receivers. Dude, you are in a playoff game playing for your life, and you are trying to repeat as champions, as the reigning champs, and you are going to get into it with your head coach on national television and cause a ruckus, basically. And all season long, he was a problem. All season long. It's like, dude, I don't know. You got a future Hall of Fame running back, and you've got a great quarterback in Jalen Hurts. Work it out, guys.
We got riffs coming in fast and furious from the audience, Tony. Yeah. I got Big Al. First of all, I think you're probably right, dude. I don't know why you said this, but this made a lot of sense to me. Big Al just threw it up there. He goes, Brandon Ayuk's going to wind up on the Raiders. Perfect. Perfect.
Dude, we got to get into bookmarks at some point before KC comes on, because there's topics that were kind of weaving in and out that are all in bookmarks. We can have some visual aids, Paulie.
Okay, we're gonna do that. And on top of that, I don't think we should do it I don't know, maybe on the tail end. I don't know. Anyway, Tony, last night I was playing around with some herbal delish. I was up late, as I've been known to do, and I'm like writing ideas down. All my best ideas come in the middle of the night. Dom said he's like that too, Dom Peralta. But anyway, Tony, last night,
Paulie, real quick, songs about midnight. I'm gonna wait until the midnight hour. One of the greatest songs ever made. I'm gonna wait till the midnight hour. One of my favorite songs ever.
Can I go Garcia Band Midnight Moonlight?
Totally.
In the midnight, in the moonlight, in the midnight moonlight. Midnight moonlight.
How about the backing vocals on those Jerry Garcia Band live?
Gloria and Jackie for life. We love you both. Gloria and Jackie. Yeah.
After Midnight, dude. After Midnight. Great. Fish played that song After Midnight on what was that? New Year? Was that New Year's?
Yeah, New Year's. Can I take the Garcia Band version instead of Clapton? You know what I mean?
And I would prefer that you take the Garcia
version. I don't
version.
do a lot of Clapton, believe it or not. He hasn't done anything I haven't heard before. Anyway, sorry. I'm just telling you how I feel. I'll take the Garcia Band doing that one, but I'm not ready to get off of this midnight thing. I think there's more there.
Yeah, there's Midnight Rider. We got Midnight Train, dude. After
Escobar.
Midnight,
And Escobar, Midnight Train to Georgia. hold on. Gloria Jones in the car when Mark Boland's out. Look at you, Scarlet Fire. Okay. Wow. Midnight Train to Memphis from Miriam. We got Midnight. Dude, Robot Centaur, Foo Fighters, Minutes to Midnight. Yeah. I got Iron Maiden, 2 minutes to midnight.
Nice, dude. How about Ray Goodman also saying Lady Midnight by Leonard Cohen? Look at the deep pull from Ray. Ray, good to see you.
Exactly, dude. I'm not getting enough Ray Goodman in my daily allotment. Like, I'm not getting enough Goodman. I need more Goodman. Like a bottle of vitamins. I need more Goodman in my.
Ray, let us know when the next Ray Goodman and the Soulmates gig is coming up. We'll talk about it on the show. Let us know.
I got
Midnight in Tokyo. Mark Gravy Graves, nice dude.
I got Midnight in Tokyo is by who?
Midnight in Tokyo, I forget, actually, to be honest with you. I just
Midnight in Tokyo. We're getting a bunch of Midnight in Tokyos. Who is that? You guys help me out.
Why am I blanking on that?
I don't know.
Oh, Y&T. That's right. It was Y&T. Jesus, how did we both forget that, Paulie?
The Bay Area zone. Yeah, we're getting Y&T'd all. We're getting beaten up with Y&T. And I need more Ray Goodman, man, to the Black Sabbath voice. I need more Ray Goodman, man. I really do. Okay, Tony, should we do a Peralta Arts, a Longbridge Pizza, or right to bookmarks? You tell me.
Let's go Peralta Arts out of the gates.
Okay.
Strong into bookmarks.
Okay. Let's do that.
Long and strong, and I'm down to get the friction on. So fellas, sorry.
Fellas, give me that big butt. Okay, here we go, guys.
Even white boys like to shout, baby got back, Paulie.
It's the truth. That's the truth. Dude, Rags, 100%. Rags coming strong right now, circa 1986, I would say, except Midnight Mover. If you know, you know, dude. If you don't know about Accept, you can go find out on your own time. John Joseph, guarantee you, if John Joseph's in the house, he'll tell you all about Accept. Okay. Tony, let's talk about.
Dude, sorry, Paulie. I apologize, man. But Midnight Marauders, Tribe Called Quest, Joe Cool putting that in there, and Midnight Oil, Patty from Napa. Noemi saying, shout out Patsy Cline, Walking After Midnight. Damn, dude, our freaking PMP Familia has got the musical taste. It's just incredible.
What about Tony, the metal god himself, Rob Halford and Judas Priest, Living After Midnight?
Done. Fine. Seriously, might be my favorite Priest track.
It's a great song. Yeah. Rocking till the dawn. Yeah. Dude, love until the morning. And then I'm gone. Yeah. Then I'm gone. Yeah. Hey, Halford's just telling you what's going on. That's all.
Where are those lyrics nowadays, man?
You get crucified if you put a record like that out. What do you mean you're gone in the morning? How dare you? You know what I mean? Halford was like, love until the morning, and then I'm gone. He says it twice. I'm gone. Yeah.
And how about this goes back to the Loverboy Turn Me Loose lyrics. What does he say? I'm making love to whoever I please.
I'm on my knees making love to whoever I please. I got to do it my way or no way at all. Says Mike Reno. Yeah. Says Mike Reno.
Before you get to Don Peralta, let's do a couple more supers. Mark Gravy Graves, member, PMP Familia, PMP VIP. And he says, if you want to become a head coach in the NFL, first become OC or DC for the 49ers. Isn't that the freaking truth?
Yeah.
Mark Gravy Graves, I was telling Paulie yesterday, and I was telling my Uncle Paul this too. The Niners need to find a coordinator that is happy just being a coordinator.
That's tough. They all want to be coaches, man. They all want to be head coaches.
Jim Schwartz wants to be a head coach anymore, you know?
Well, you know what? You might have a point there. You know who's another guy like that? He's maybe better off as a coordinator is Dennis Allen. Do you remember when Dennis Allen, I swear to God, this is true. This actually happened. Dennis Allen, when I first started with Murph years ago, like in 06, dude, 20 effing years ago. Wow. We actually had a weekly show with Dennis Allen because he was the head coach of the Raiders. I got to tell you, folks, the dullest 10 minutes of radio you were ever going to hear. Yeah. He essentially said nothing every time we opened the mics. By the way, all that Mike Reno talk made me, because I always keep the record right nearby just in case. I want you to look at the guy who was talking about making love to whoever I play. Look at him. That's the guy.
It's the best. I mean, it's incredible. The headband. Bring back the headband too. Like, it's just, what's wrong with the headband? And the
Can hair? I do the rest of the show like this? Can I just keep him up there? Are you guys look at him? Look at him, dude.
the best.
All right.
And the guy said, either he said or some art director, Don Peralta's long lost relative, said, you know what? For this album cover, we're putting your ass cheeks and red leather pants on the album cover, and you're gonna cross your fingers because you're getting lucky. Okay, because you're getting lucky. So
lucky, dude. And put him right over the glutes if you don't mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And stand by one more super poly as before we get into stellar design. Stevie Bisecchio says, as a wide receiver head, the Niners have lacked a real leading wide receiver since Owens 22 years ago. Give Purdy a real person to throw to and maybe win a sixth. Dude, Stevie F and B.
Go ahead, Tony. Go.
I love this. I love this super. Thank you. I love all the supers, but this is a really good one because there's a hypothetical trade I came across on social media in bookmarks that I want to get to with Paulie and get to with all y'all. And see what everybody thinks about this hypothetical trade.
Well, 10 minutes ago, we were about to start a Don Peralta spot. Now we're riffing, we're holding up Loverboy. And by the way, Stevie B, I want to show you something. Again, I'm just talking to you, right? This is just me and you talking.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So I'm making notes earlier today for the show tonight, and I wrote about the Niners and all their needs and stuff. Check this out. Not kidding. I don't know if you guys can read any of this. I got, what is that? Oh, tight end, AJ Brown, O-line. And then the last thing I wrote is wide receiver, legit threat needed. Right there.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
Right
absolutely.
there. And that's what I'm saying. Stevie B, me and you, dude. No, you're not a derailer. This is good stuff. Like we got to get into this. We'll talk to KC about this too, because he loves his Niners and
yes,
pick his brain.
The whole show is about getting derailed, by the way. You know, because Paulie. Gosh darn it.
What are you doing? What sounded kind of what was
rules? There ain't no rules.
I was trying to play that, but it was sticking. Okay,
it sounded like the intro to Iron Man, like poof, poof, it did. It sounded like Bill Ward on the bass drum right there.
Whose voice is I am Iron Man? Is that Ozzy?
That's Osborne. Okay. Yeah, he got like some kind of effect on it. Yeah.
And is it Osborne coughing in Sweetleaf, or is it somebody else's cough?
That's Tony Iommi.
Oh, that's Tony Iommi's cough?
Yeah, he took the bong rip and he coughed. Yeah.
Wow, because
Herb is a plant.
Yeah, well.
Herbs are good for everything.
By the way, dude, I'm just realizing, let me tell you something else Herb is good for. Herb is good for making you forget about what you were talking about originally, because that's exactly what just happened. Let me finish up one incomplete thought from 10 minutes ago, then we'll go to Peralta. So anyway, there I was, Tony, late last night, and I'm writing ideas down, and I invented, Tony, ready for this? I invented a new game that we're going to play. Me and you, we're going to play a game on the air. I don't think we're going to do it tonight, but we can do it tomorrow or we can do it Friday. And the name of the game is Right or Wrong. And I'm just going to pepper you with different topics and subjects. And I'm going to ask you, Tony, is this right or is this wrong? And then you're just going to be riffing away. I think it has potential. I really do. So anyway,
Paulie, can this be an answer?
I don't know.
No. I need definitive answers only, or I'll disqualify you, and I'll bring Otis in or Escobar or whoever else is around. Okay, Joy, you'll come on with me. Okay, hold on, Joy, you're up in Reading. Nice. I used to go up to Mount Lassen quite a bit.
Reading. Underrated.
Yeah. You enjoy it up there. I bet you it's really cold up there. But
Reading used to be under the radar. It's no longer under the radar.
Nothing is. What's under the radar except for the dog patch, and that the clock's ticking on that right now. You know, how long before the dog patch has a new nickname like Dolo? They'll call it like the DP or something like that. You know,
it'll be called Dopa.
Dopa.
Dopa, because it's the first two letters of dog and the first two letters of patch. Dopa.
Dopa, horrible.
Like North Panhandle is Nopa. You know.
Well, it's horrible. Dope is horrible, but it's likely to happen. That's actually a great call, Tony. Great call. Okay.
What's wrong with this thing? By the way, the quick riff, probably on the side. But what what's so lame about all this crap? Like LOL. When you say LOL, when you say it, it takes the same exact amount of syllables as saying laugh out loud, right?
Hey, it's so labor intensive to say Dolores Park. Oh, God, it's so strenuous. I hate doing it. By the way, Tom Stack's in the house. He's the newest member of the PMP family. Tom Stack said, he says, Tony beat me to Dopa. He was typing it out, but you got there first. What's up, Tom? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, Stack did great hit with Tom Stack yesterday. If you missed it, go back to our YouTube channel at Polymax Particles.
By the way, Tony, real quick, just between me and you, like before with Stevie B, now it's just me and you talking.
Yeah,
I'm getting a complex. I got to tell you right now, the ladies, they love Tom Stack. I'm
Totally.
starting to figure this out. I'm hearing, oh, Tom Stack this. Tom Stack looks so good. Oh my God, Tom Stack, he's so handsome. I've heard Tom Stack is so handsome about a dozen times since yesterday. So I'm getting a complex. I'm just throwing that out there. The ladies love Tom Stack, Tony. Be advised.
LL Cool Stack.
You know what I mean?
Love Cool Stack. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
LLT Stack. Scarlet Fire was on it too.
Here comes Noemi. Dude, Tom Stack is definitely a looker. Here it comes, bro. You turn the ladies loose on
You know
Tom
what it is? It's a silver fox, dude. He's a silver fox, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I got to say, I might start wearing just a silver rug so I can become a silver fox.
Please do that, dude. Please do that. Oh, what do I have to do to make that? I'll wear one with you. I'll wear a wig too. Of your
I've
pick.
already got the salt and pepper beard, man.
If we opened the show one night and you were just sitting there like straight face with a wig on, like, oh my God. And what are you thinking? Curls? Like
no, I'd probably do like a la Tom Stack. I just like kind of copy him.
What if I could convince you to go like later day Brady Bunch Mike Brady when he got the perm and he had like the curls? It was a pretty badass look. The tight pants, the curls. I don't know.
I had a huge crush on Carol Brady as a kid, and
we all did. Yeah.
And then Mike, I thought was just the coolest cat around, man. I really did. And when he would wear the pants with the belt and the white shoes and like the bell bottom slacks, I'm like, look at this guy. This guy, and he's a father of 6. You know, like the whole story of the 3 kids coming together on each side. Shout out Brady Bunch, dude. Brady Bunch, I don't think gets enough love in the pantheon of sitcoms, but
it should,
dude. Yeah, like Sam the Butcher bringing Alice the meat.
Stop right there. See, you got to read between the lines with all this stuff. You got to think about that first. Just think about it.
Yep.
Sam the Butcher's coming to deliver the meat. You know what I mean? And they're going to that back room off the kitchen. The whole thing was suspicious. Like you never went into Alice's room, maybe once the entire time of the show. But it was very mysterious back there off the kitchen. Alice would just emerge. She's all refreshed. It's like, well, where's Sam? Oh, he delivered the meat. Now he had to go back to work. Like, oh, wow. Okay. Well, geez. I'm telling you got to read between the lines. Okay, Tony, let's talk Peralta Arts. We got to save this whole piece here. Okay.
Yeah, go.
Peralta Arts. And by the way, go ask Alice. You guys are killing me. Hey, I got distracted one last time, and this is a question for my dear friend Scarlet Fire, the great Bonnie. Bonnie, you said, I saw a comment you put up a second ago. You go, out of nowhere. I don't know what this is even about. She goes, Paulie, where's the calendar you promised? Tony, what are we talking about?
Was it the PMP, the PMP calendar for the year? Like, was it like?
Are you talking about like the calendar we're talking about with Jeff Faust, the concert calendar?
No, I don't think so. Maybe it was the calendar of like the ladies of PMP or the men of PMP calendar. Remember we were talking about
that calendar? Okay, okay. Yes, Studs of PMP. There it comes. Well, technically, Dom, it's called the Hot and Hunky Men. Although. Forget about that. Maybe now it's just Tom Stack every month of the year. Tom Stack chopping wood. Tom Stack driving a tractor. You know what I mean? Out in Pittsburgh or Antioch, like no shirt on. Tom Stack selling tickets outside of the Cow Palace. You know what I mean? Shirtless. Like we'll get a whole Tom Stack kind of theme thing. I think that might be what you guys are looking for here. We're working on it. We'll put our best people on it. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Now the time.
Noemi says, don't forget Dr. Young. Don't forget Dr. Young.
Well, they're going to have a handsome contest between Dr. Young and Tom Stack. I'm just staying well clear of that thing. Let the ladies determine that. Okay.
Just go.
I see him. That's a lot to take on, Tom. I don't know if you're ready for that. Miriam's going to give me shirtless. This whole thing's getting off the tracks tonight. I'll give you shirtless, Dr. Young, if that's what you guys need. I'll see what I can do. Okay. I'll put a call in. Hey, Dr. Young, how do you feel about posing topless? Are you cool with that? Yeah, it's for the hot and hunky men of PMP. Don't worry. Taste is the key word. Taste. Although, Tony, I would like to get our month for me and you because we're both born in July, so we could kill 2 birds with 1 stone. How's this grab you? This was my idea for Gary Radnich for years. Nobody ever wanted to hear it, though. I'll be driving like a speedboat out on the bay, and I'm thinking like, because we got to get comedy involved. So I have like goggles, maybe a scarf flowing in the back. And then, dude, you're on the water skis shirtless. Just, okay.
Done.
Out on the bay. Yeah.
Done. If it could be a wakeboard, it would be more my style or a dude. Wow. Yeah. water ski. Did you ever go? Did you ever like water ski? Did you ever have the balls to go single ski ever?
No, I never even went water skiing. I did snow skiing, but not on the water. Yeah, yeah.
I tried single ski and it was pretty hard. And then I got on a wakeboard and I've never done anything but wakeboarding ever since. But the two skis, man, whew, my leg, your legs are kind of like separating. Like, oh my God, this isn't coming back. My legs aren't coming back. I need to bail. I need to just toss the rope. Anyways, Paulie, I love it, dude. I love it. And I'll wear, I could go Speedo from the water skis if you want,
preferably like an American flag Speedo with the stars and everything. Yeah, stripes. Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay.
Let's get on this.
Or just maybe a loincloth is even better. Just a cloth, you know what I mean? And like with a rope. Okay, Tony, for God's sakes, Peralta Arts. I'm trying to tell you for 10 minutes now. Peralta Arts and Company, the time is now, and we're going to talk about all the great things Peralta Arts and Company do, because Peralta Arts and Company is where graphic design, illustration, music, and pop culture all collide. Now, we got to actually have a big announcement tonight, Tony. We, all the good people at Peralta Arts and Company are helping a local band from Santa Cruz called American Adrenaline. I know Dom has been involved with them for a while now, and they have created some art and design and merch in preparation for their first tour. Round of applause. Nice. American Adrenaline hitting the road on their first national tour. That's killer. Tony, do you have anything to display on this?
I was looking for it right now. So stand by, Paulie.
Okay.
They're touring with Seven Dust, which is a big deal. And and Dom's been working with these guys. They're local guys. Shoot, where'd it go? Oh, I apologize, Paulie.
Hang
on.
Let me tell you about the rest of the goings on with Peralta Arts and Company. Anyway, that's great work, Dom, and I'm happy for you, man. They channel pop culture, music, and the energy within our community into every project. That means logos, posters like the one you're looking at right there. That's a Dommy Peralta piece right there. The fine art, the brand visuals that all celebrate Bay Area culture. Your story deserves bold visuals, and Peralta Arts and Company brings them alive with Bay Area soul. Contact Peralta Arts and bring your next vision to life. Now, you can reach out and talk to Dom anytime about, the idea that you have, or if you have an idea you need an artist to bring it to life. Dom Peralta is your guy. Reach out to him at Dominic@stellar.design, Dominic@stellar.design, and let Dommy go to work for you, because he is one of the best in the Bay, and getting him on your next project, your next marketing campaign, your next advertising campaign, whatever it might be, would definitely behoove you and be in your best interest, Tony.
Well, yeah, how Dom did the t-shirts for the PMP Army. He's done all the artwork for the posters for every hang we've had. And he designed these t-shirts as well for American Adrenaline, the band that he has been working with, and the band that is touring with Seven Dust. He created these t-shirts, and they're selling merch online too. So if you search them on Instagram, American Adrenaline on Instagram, you can get yourself some gear if you want, or you can go to our YouTube channel, click on the links button right below our bio, and you can get to the merch page, and all kinds of Dom Peralta creations are there. And like we said, get in touch with Dom if you want, because Dom's a night owl like us, so feel free to text him or call him. But Dom is so freaking talented, and I texted him earlier today. I'm like, dude, you're a freaking machine. And then he really is. He wrote back, just welcome my son to the machine.
Nice. Good answer. Good answer. Welcome, my son. By the way, James Lazat asking, Dom, what don't you do? You're the man. Right. Escobar Cheeks the third. Dom, we got to grab a bite and talk. Let's definitely do that. Yeah, grab a bite. Talk to Dom, man. Dom, we love you, and thanks for all you do with Peralta Arts and Company. Get them on your side and bring your next vision to life, and Dom will take care of that for you. So thank you so much, Dom. Onward and upward with Peralta Arts. Yes?
I just wanted to show that we do the thumbnails for our show every day, and Dom makes these as well. So this is today's thumbnail. He's got KC, he's got John Lynch and Shanny, he's got JK, and he's got our logo. And he's got the whole thing is Dom Peralta. Just the guy is super
Question. Yeah. The right to the right of KC's head, you got lightning striking the Night Flight logo. Is that another result of the substation? Is my question. It might be. It might be just lightning shooting out of the substation. I don't know.
Well, dude, if John Lynch is going to actually comment on it, which we can get to bookmarks before Casey comes on
right now, let's get in there, because Casey's coming soon. So yeah, why don't we dive right in? And thank you, Dom, very much.
Dude. Thank you, Dom. We love you, man. And here, Paulie, I'm just going to dive in and go straight to bookmarks, because we don't have time to play the open because Casey's going to come on.
Don't even worry about it. Yeah, just pull them out, kid. Fine.
So everybody just, tip your cap to Joy Boy. We're not going to get to Joy Boy today.
No,
But it's okay. We're going to go to bookmarks instead.
Wait, boy. Yeah.
Dude, come on. Well, first of all, this is a tough note to start on.
I know, dude. Rest in peace, Chet Brooks. Go ahead, Tony. You can take this. Go.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mike Silver is the one who I saw it earlier, and so did Paulie. And Paulie posted this. I'm so sad to learn of Chet Brooks' passing. Terminator X was an important player on the late 80s, early 49ers after being picked in the 11th round of the 88 draft. And Silver says, when I was a young, clueless beat writer, he was so nice to me, taught me things and made me laugh. R.I.P. So, yeah, Chet Brooks. Do you remember his number? I remember his number. Do you remember his number?
31.
Yep, 31.
Yeah. Do you remember what he had written on his cleats?
Ooh,
in white, because he had white tape on his cleats, and they showed it a few times on his cleats. And Tom Rathman had the same phrase. I think they were part of this. They were part of the special teams group, and they called themselves. And this is what was on Chet Brooks's shoe: Bruise Crew.
Dude,
Bruise Crew. Do you remember that?
I do, man. Oh my God. Wow, I totally forgot about that. But yeah, I remember it now. Jesus.
Yeah, Bruise Crew. Yep.
Dude, like he's one of those names that you don't think about often, but when you remember him, like, man, he was a core part of those teams, man. He could lay some hat, dude. He could lay some freaking hat.
No question. He was under the tutelage of Ronnie Lott. Like he was on the team when Ronnie was still there. So yeah, I mean, Ronnie set the tone for all those guys. So yeah, rest in peace, Chet Brooks. I was really sorry to see that. We all liked him very much. He was a good Niner, Super Bowl champion too. Rest in peace.
Totally, Chet Brooks. Rest in peace, brother. So here we go. This is
here we go, dude. Here we go. Yep.
I mean, let's just dive in.
Yeah.
And hang on one second. We get the
look on John Lynch's face. He doesn't look psyched to be talking about this.
I think that that's the thing is I don't think they're too stoked to be talking about this.
No.
Forgive me. I have a question about the electrical substation.
Well, dude, what an intro, by the way.
Look at Lynch now. I know he's like, here, look at Shanny, dude. Shanny wants no part of this, man. None.
Shanny has lost his entire filter, dude.
Well, good. He's dealt with enough. He's gone through enough, this poor bastard. Right. We got to get a ring on his finger before it's too late. You know what I mean? We got to get a ring on Shanny's hand. All right, go ahead, T.
I mean, I assume you guys think there's nothing to that, but you do have guys in your locker room who aren't sure. Based on some stories, there are people in the league who aren't sure, and maybe it's a consideration if they want to come to the Niners. I mean, it kind of seems ridiculous, but is that something that you have to, like, I don't know, study, but or at least address in the locker room, address in some way? Because right now, even though I don't know, but it seems like it could be easily.
Dude, is this Ralph Barbieri asking the question?
He's been talking for a good 2-3 minutes. Yeah, both of them just waiting. Yeah.
Wow, dude, land the plane, brother.
Yeah.
But there's a feeling, at least in the locker room around the league, that maybe there's something to it.
Yeah, what I would tell you, Eric, because it deals with allegedly, the health and safety of our players, I think you have to look into everything, and so our guys we've been reaching out to anyone and everyone to see, does a study exist other than a guy sticking an apparatus underneath a fence and coming up with a number that I have no idea what that means. That's what we know exists. We've heard that debunked. So yes, we will look into it. We have, the health and safety of our players is of the utmost priority. We pour into it. Our ownership, Jed, tremendous in terms of resources, and we'll always be cognizant of things. I know that
you're so right about something, Paulie. Kyle wants
nothing
no part of this.
He wants to flip that table over right now. And by the way, the guy who asked the question is a guy I really like and respect. I just want everybody to know that's Eric Branch. And he's a veteran too. But you're right. The question went on for a very long time. But Shanahan, you notice, hasn't said a word. He's furious.
Shanahan wants to crush that cup of coffee like it's a Rondo the Thirst Crusher. Remember Rondo the Thirst Crusher?
You're 100%. I remember Rondo. Bring it back. Bring back the Thirst Crusher. I'll drink some Rondo, man. I'll drink some Rondo right now. You bring it back. I'm all over it, dude. Bring me some Rondo.
So basically, you guys get the gist. They're actually addressing it. So it's definitely a topic of conversation. So that's really interesting, man. So keep going. Chase Senior is the guy who kind of the first person I saw even bring this up months ago, this whole idea. Okay. So John Lynch on the electrical substation being next to the 49ers practice field. because it deals with the health and safety of our players. You have to look into everything. Our guys have been looking into it. Like you said, we're reaching out to anyone and everyone to see if a study exists. The health and safety of our players is the utmost priority to us. We pour into it. We're not going to turn a blind eye. So, and this just gives the proximity of everything. But that electrical substation that's right next to the practice fields wasn't always in that location. It used to be on the other side of
it was a little farther away from what I
understand. It was a little further away, and that's a fully renovated substation, which is why the story has even more legs, because people have said, well, they've practiced there since '88. And it's like, yeah, but they moved the substation and they renovated it. So
dude,
I don't know, man.
How about the fact that the general manager of the 49ers was sitting there going, yeah, I don't know. They shoved some kind of apparatus under the fence for a reading. Like, what are we doing, dude? We're not. Is there any more evidence that you need to define or just to spell out the idea that the Niners don't belong in Santa Clara? They just don't. They don't. I'm sorry. We've done it. We gave it a chance. We've been down there 12 years. I got nothing to show for it. Couple Super Bowl trips, all losses. Let's maybe start thinking about finding a new home. Am I out of line saying that? I'm ready to come back. Yeah,
dude, Paulie, I think the curse is real. The Santa Clara curse is real. You know, we should get some artwork from Don Peralta. Santa Clara curse. I bet you could come up with some creepy looking stuff.
Oh, the Niners will love us for that too. They'll be so psyched. Yeah, next time I see John Lynch, you'll be like, "Hey, you the guy doing the whole curse of Santa Clara thing?" I'll be like, "Hey, right here, John." Yeah, you'd be really psyched. All right, Tony, is our guest in the green room? Because I don't want to keep.
Yeah, no, he's not in the green room. It's also, I think it's Casey's mom's birthday today. I think they're celebrating.
Yeah.
So it's a big day for Casey. So we'll get him when he comes into the green room.
Okay.
But moving on in bookmarks, Paulie, because we've given this story enough legs.
Yes.
Here's the hypothetical.
Okay.
That we talked about earlier. Okay. I saw this and I'd love to get people's opinions on this. Okay. Would you, and this is courtesy of 49ers and NFL News 24/7. That's the account at 49ers Sports Talk on Twitter.
All right.
The trade is you trade Mac Jones, a 2026 second round pick, and Ricky Pearsall to the Vikings for Justin Jefferson.
Ooh,
would you do it?
Well, as I told you earlier in the show, Stevie B and I have both determined that the Niners need a difference maker at the wide receiver position. It's gone on too long. They need a legitimate threat who is a threat after the catch, not just a possession receiver who's going to make catches, move the chains. I'm talking about a guy who's going to give you yards after the catch. I'm talking about a guy that opposing defenses have to game plan against, because they haven't had that for a while. Like Juwan Jennings, he's good. He can be good. He can also be very average. Ricky Pearsall, he's good, but he's not been healthy enough to really be on the field consistently. Brandon Ayuk is gone. Debo is gone. It's time they got to rebuild. They got to get some new talent at that position. Now, this particular trade, I will say this. I believe today Shanahan mentioned how valuable he considers Mac Jones to be. So
Pearsall, they feel like he's just getting going.
I got to be honest with you. Again, as a lifelong Niner fan, I got to be sold on Pearsall more. I'm not ready to fawn over him. I'm not ready to consider him outside of anything that I've seen, which is he's good. Like he's good. He's had a couple good games, but he's a very young player. And again, if he can't stay on the field, we need somebody that can. Like we need somebody who's going to be on the field. So, but considering how Shanahan feels about Mac Jones, I'm sorry, I got distracted. The way he feels, I don't know that they're going to deal Mac Jones. I think they might try to keep Mac Jones.
I'd rather them not deal. Yeah, I'd rather S Wong. I see S Wong out there. What's the actual handle? S Wong 293. It says I adore Mac Jones. I am right there with you.
Me too.
I've got the quasi man crush on Mac Jones because of his vibe. The guy is so jovial, so happy, such a good vibe for the locker room, man. So yeah, and he's damn good, right?
I agree. And Patty, I agree with that too. Patty's saying we should keep Mac Jones. And I kind of think that's what Shanahan was trying to say. Tony, sorry, I'm just going to interrupt the proceedings for 1 second here. Hey, Dom. Doing a lot of singular talking tonight. Hey, Stevie B, let me have a word with you. Tony, let me talk to you. Hey, Dom, I got a word. Dom, you know what I was thinking? Maybe if you don't mind, maybe you should tweet Kenny, KC, not tweet, I'm sorry, text him and just let him know we can reschedule, because now I'm feeling bad, Tony. It's his mom's birthday.
Nope. Somebody just entered the green room. Okay, because I was going to say, I don't want to take him away from his mom's birthday
if that's what's going on over there. But
Yeah,
anyway,
we can sing happy birthday to Casey's mom if we wanted to, but we should ask KC about this hypothetical. And
we're
see what he
gonna
thinks,
we're gonna
you know?
we're gonna go. In fact, you got to back it up because we'll do substations, we'll do Pearsall, we'll do it all. We'll do it all. And then, by the way, haven't even mentioned this yet tonight. I wish this was a joke, but it's not. We got to ask KC, Kenny Caraway from Sacramento, ESPN Radio 1320. We got to ask him how he feels about San Francisco Giants being detained. Because, that went down a couple hours ago. I don't know how many of you saw this. I am not making this up. This is not a joke. Jung-Hoo Lee, they got him. They got him down at LAX. They detained him. They put him like in a detention holding area. Why? Mm-hmm. Because he didn't have all of his proper travel documents. And you know how that goes these days? Dude, one wrong move, you're getting cuffed and thrown in a van somewhere. So they got Jung-Hoo tonight, but they released him. They held him for a little while. They worked it all out. I mean, the fact that he's a millionaire athlete probably doesn't hurt very much. So they finally released him. But I'm just throwing that out there. Had you seen that story? They got Jung-Hoo. They got him.
I hadn't seen it until you alerted me to it. I'm like, Jesus. God, my goodness. I also want to know if Casey's got Vitello fever, because that's coming up too.
All right, well, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's bring Casey in, dude, if he's got Vitello fever. It's a good question. Where is he?
Yay!
My guys, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up with my guys, man?
First of all, now I'm going to start with a question before we get reacquainted. My question is this: do I go KC or do I go Kenny? What's your preference?
Man, you Paulie Mac, man, so you can call me whatever you want, man. You my guy, you family, so you can call me whatever. They call me KC around here a lot because that's on the show title, but you knew me before I was KC, you know what I mean? You knew when it was KC in LA, so you call me whatever you feel the need to, Paulie Mac.
Right on, man, right on. So I'll call you KC, and you remember Tony, right? He did the podcast with me. Yeah, KBR.
What's up, Tony? How you doing, baby?
Great to see you, Casey. I remember hanging with you back in Giants opening days, consecutive Giants opening days back in the day, man. So it is great. And congrats on everything, dude. Congrats on everything that you've done for yourself, man.
So proud of you, Casey. I got to tell you, I'm so proud of you, and I am not the least bit surprised. I saw it in you day one. I'm like, dude, this guy's got something going here, man. He's got like this whole persona. Casey, do you remember when I first laid ears on you is when you did that whole tribute thing when the Giants won the pennant, and you're like, dude, we got B Weezy, we got Buster, and you went down this whole thing, and I cut that up, and I used to play that on the show. Right then, I'm like, Casey's got something. I'm telling you, this kid's got something.
Now, the quick story. Here's how crazy and how starved we were. Paulie, that was winning a division in 2010. We didn't win no pennant. We didn't win no World Series. We was hyped over winning the division on the last day of the season, game 162. Yeah, and I made that video and I sent it to Murph via Twitter. This was Twitter's early days, and because obviously Murph was on Twitter, so I was like, hey man, I'm just hyped, man. Like, check out what I did. And he was, Murph is cool. Like, I'm sure he got bombarded with a lot of stuff that day. He was like, oh, this is really cool. And I was like, that's what's up. Murph acknowledged that's cool. Didn't think nothing of it. I'm asleep. I wake up knowing like I got to get up, listen to Murph and Matt because the Giants just won the division. I know it's gonna be crazy. And I wake up, and I woke up a little late. And I turned it on, and no lie, as soon as I turned it on, it was probably like 7:30 or something like that. I turned on, I hear B Weezy. I was like, that sound like me. And then I was like, let's go, baby, let's go. I'm like, hold on, that's me. I didn't know they had been playing it all morning. Paulie had put his ears on it, put the touch on. I didn't know it had any kind of legs like that. But they took that little clip, man, and just and made me, part of the show for a little bit, man. So awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And you're still part of it, man. You're always in our thoughts. And I see you on Twitter all the time, man. I see you dropping takes all the time. And tell us about the show before we get into like some questions and stuff. Tell us about the show and ESPN 1320, how you digging the whole thing, man.
Man, I love it, man. I'm living the dream. We've been doing it about 5.5 years now. We started in the middle of COVID, August 17th, 2020. The middle of COVID. There was nothing going on but the bubble. That was it.
Yeah.
And we decided that they blessed us to start a radio show at the time, man. So, we kind of took that opportunity, me and my co-host Damian Barling, and we kind of ran with it, man. And it's been a blessing. It's been a lot of fun. Ironically, one of the most there's two or three like signature moments during the show. One was the first one was probably the 49ers draft when they moved up to get eventually get Trey Lance.
Yeah, yeah.
They made the trade. It was probably like about a month or two before the draft. They made the trade, and I was like, oh yeah, they're going up to get Trey Lance. And then people start, oh, they really like Mac Jones. And I like lost it every day. I was like, bro, if they go get Mac Jones, I'm done with Kyle Shanahan. And you guys know I love Kyle Shanahan. But you don't dare trade up and go get Mac Jones. Like, don't do it or whatever.
Right.
So
right.
We were doing the show live during the draft, and we were on StreamYard. And we had a good, that whole day was just a whirlwind. So we had a nice little audience, but we saw the numbers of the stream go from like 500 people watching to like 1,100 people watching on the stream when the Niners were on the clock.
Yeah.
Not because they really cared about the Niners. They just wanted to see me lose it if they actually took Mac Jones. Like, that's all they wanted to do. They wanted to see me go crazy, and then they get Trey Lance, and everybody's happy. But that was like one of the signature moments. And then the 3 weeks, it was crazy. It felt like 3 years. It was such a long time. The 3 weeks of that Warriors Kings series.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. Like, the back and forth, and we were streaming. We're going back and forth with 95.7 and Butcher Boy and Bonte and and then the stomp happens. And it was, I'll never forget it, but it was exhausting. That 3 weeks was exhausting. So being in the middle of those type of moments, and then especially here in Sacramento, you know, them making the playoffs for the first time in 17 years and being, you know, on the ground for that, being a voice for that, being able to experience that and talk to the city of Sacramento is just a blessing for me, man.
Yeah, man. And I know, and Tony, I know you got questions too. I'm going to let you jump in a second. But Casey, listen, just keep doing what you're doing, man. It's working. You're very authentic. You're very genuine. You got a great vibe. You always have. And people pick up on that, man. I learned that in my 20 years at KMBR. Like, people connect and relate to authenticity. So just continue to be yourself, you know, stay with the things that got you there. You're going to be fine. You're going to have a long career. Now, you know, it's funny, Casey, you started by saying tonight, you're like, dude, that's how starved we were for success as Giant fans. Bro, I got to tell you, Casey, I'm getting pretty hungry again over here. I'm borderline starving right now as a Niner and Giants fan. I'm not going to lie.
No, 100%. I had the comments, not this past postseason, but the one before. Because, you know, 3 championships, never thought I'd see one. That'll last you for a little bit. You know what I mean? It'll be like, okay, I'm good. But I think, like I said, not this past postseason. The one before, I was on air and I said, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready. I need to get back there. I need to get back to that postseason. I need to feel that energy again. And I'm ready for it. I was actually at Game 5, 2021, 22, whatever the Dodger series was. I was there, and it was electric in Oracle Park now. But I said, nah, I need more of that. I need to get back to that. I need them playoff vibes again. And I'm actually pretty pissed off what's going on in baseball with the Dodgers just winning World Series after World Series. This is getting ridiculous.
Yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Yeah.
No, KC, man, don't get me started on the whole Dodger thing, dude, because they're ruining baseball. It's just ruining baseball. And I keep hearing people saying, oh, they're not doing anything illegal. Technically, they're not. So change the freaking rules. Change it up, man. Get a salary cap. Get it. So I'll wait to get upset about the Dodgers come March, maybe.
Real quick, I want to. Salary cap's got to come. The salary cap's got to happen. And I know a lot of people out here, because they're familiar with the A's and everything, they're like, well, no, it's not that. It's that these owners don't spend. Like, they're billionaires and they don't spend. And I get that. I think there should be a floor and a cap. But there's got to be a cap because think about it this way in basketball. You guys see it with Laker, and I'll go a step further, Steve Ballmer.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how much money you have. You don't have as much as him. So if he wants to go above and beyond to get a player, he's going to go do it. It don't matter if I'm John Fisher and I'm finally deciding to spend. I don't have his money. And the Dodgers have that Guggenheim money. That's crazy money. That is crazy money. And you can't outspend them. Even if the Pirates or anybody decides they want to challenge them for a year or two, you can't. They have endless money. You have to put a cap on it.
Casey, their luxury tax that they're going to pay this year is more than some teams' payrolls, which is just.
And that's before they skirted around the Ohtani contract. They ain't even really paying that.
Right. Everything's deferred. I mean, it's just
they got to get a cap.
Well, you know what bums me out too, Casey, and Tony and I have talked about this a lot, but I'd love to get your kind of reaction to this. And I know you saw this, is that when you start reading giant ownership saying things like this, like the essence of what they're saying is, hey, listen, we like the group we have. As soon as I hear we like the group we have, I know we're screwed. And we're here. Yeah. Oh, we like the group we have. And they're like, they reminded us, Kenny, they were like, hey, don't forget, we got Adames last year. And that was a big deal. It's like, dude, are you serious? We're talking about Adames and you like this group. That tells me these guys don't want to spend, or they really don't have any intention on spending. And that just means another kind of season of, you know, being like in the mix, but not being that relevant. And that bums me out.
Now, those guys kind of piss me off. I'm not even going to lie. They kind of piss me off, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if I'm talking about the A's or I'm talking about the Pirates or talking about anything, like, yeah, okay, like I get it. Like, you're a billionaire, but it's different because you own the A's, or it's different because you're the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is San Francisco Giants. This is San Francisco, California.
Yeah.
And you own the building. You've already paid it off.
Yeah.
Everything that you get from the building, from the fries, the garlic fries, and the souvenirs and all that, it's all coming to you. I saw something the other day. The Golden State Warriors are the second highest evaluated team in all of sports, right behind the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Right? They're number two, like the Cowboys and then the Warriors.
Yep.
Part of that has to do with the fact that there is a building in San Francisco, California that they own. So that's why they can make so much money. San Francisco Giants, you have a stadium in San Francisco, California that you own. You are printing money.
Yep.
I don't want to hear from you guys. Now, that's where I'll stop that. Hey, there needs to be a cap. From you guys in San Francisco, not you two, obviously, but the San Francisco Giants, I don't want to hear that I can't compete financially with these guys. That's what I don't want to hear from them.
And they become a real estate company while they're at it, too. That whole
What did they do? Don't they own that stuff behind McCovey Cove?
Yes.
Dude, not only that, I don't know if you saw this about 2 months ago. I'm not making this up. I swear to God. They just bought a theater in the city. They just bought the Koran Theater. So they're going to bring back, so now they'll be like, yeah, we got Fan of the Opera coming. We got Evita. You know what I mean? We got Cats. I'm like, listen, unless Evita's hitting cleanup, like driving in runs, I don't care. I don't care, you know?
Hey,
what's Evita's war? I don't. That's all.
Yeah, dude, totally. How does Evita do on the road against lefties? That's what I need to know. You know what I mean? Go ahead, T. Yeah.
First of all, before we let you go tonight, we still got a lot to talk about. But I just want to let you know ahead of time, we've got a couple of our audience that send in pictures of them with you. Back in the day that I want to share on the show.
Yeah, Casey, you're getting a lot of love, dude. You're getting a lot of love on the chat. I don't know if you can see it, but a lot of people are giving you love right now. Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate the pictures, but I know that's pre-Invisalign pictures too, so that's gonna be crazy. That's pre-Invisalign. The gap was flowing at that point. That's crazy.
No, it's all good, man. Go ahead, T.
Oh, also, and it says on the bottom of the screen too, but D'Lo and Casey weekdays noon to 4 on ESPN 1320 in Sacramento.
100%.
Also, at King KC_916 on Twitter if you want to follow him on social media. Great follow on social media. Great stuff you put on there. On that note, before we dive into, I got a Niners question for you, Casey.
Okay.
During the Kings run, you were posting the funny ass video.
You were going nuts. Kenny was going nuts during that whole thing.
It was the video that you posted after most wins, where you're just sitting with a bottle of something in front of you. What is that bottle? I've always wanted to ask you, what is that? It's purple. It's like a purple concoction. What is it?
So when we first started the show, we got one of the sponsors was McQueen and the Violet Fog Gin. And the owner, really cool guy, name is Brett Barish, really, really cool guy, but we did some research, and they his other stuff is a champagne called Luke Belaire, and Rick Ross was like the spokesperson of Luke Belaire.
Nice.
So they came on the show one time, and they were they were just so cool. They even invited us. They invited us to a private party at Rick Ross's house in Atlanta, which
Nice.
I went to,
Damn.
and they just showed a lot of love. So when I started that video, I was like, well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it with my people. You know, McQueen and the Violet Fog Gin, and
Nice.
and that's what I do. So then a little bit later, we don't have a business relationship with them anymore, but they're still my people.
Nice.
They came out with a purple version. It's violet something. Violet. The drink is McQueen and the Violet Fog, but they came out with a purple version to go with the violet.
See?
And yeah, for the Kings games, I've had that. I guess you can say it's been a very dry 2025, 2026 for me with these
Yeah.
sorry ass Kings.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the Niners, they kept it flowing a little bit, man. The Niners.
Hold on, here we go. I'm going to share this real quick, just so people can know what
Okay.
I'm talking about here.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
we're talking about here. There's the bottle right there.
Yeah,
Look at that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's some good
McQueen
stuff right
and-
there.
Oh, the ultraviolet edition of McQueen, the hibiscus berry flavored gin. Damn,
Ooh,
that's such
damn, that sounds good. Give me some hibiscus. Yeah.
That's a special version. You know, I guess they still have it out, but it's not as limited. The regular is just a clear bottle of gin, and I don't like gin at all. Obviously, I don't work with these guys no more business wise, so I don't have no reason to say it.
Yeah.
I don't like gin at all. That gin is so good. It's so smooth. And
Okay.
if you put it with like a drink or something like that, like some orange juice or something, or make some type of you better be careful because you can't even taste the alcohol.
And I feel you, man. I hear you.
My drink, if I go out somewhere, my drink has become gin and juice. Like it really has
There you
become
go.
gin and juice.
For real, yeah.
What are you gonna do? All you need now is a Penguins jersey, dude, and you can like ride around the handlebars when I drive you around town. Casey knows what I'm talking about. All right, Casey, here's what I want to do. I'm gonna ask two things, and then we'll do a couple of Niner questions, and then we're gonna let you go because, dude, I just found out, and I'm sorry, I didn't need to impede on this. I didn't know it was your mom's birthday. So happy birthday to your mom from all of us here in San Francisco. And yeah, man, for sure. Give her some love for us. And then number two, how's my boy? How's your son doing, dude? I've never forgotten. I was a fan from day one. So how's he doing?
Man, that's my boy right there. I'm gonna pull up a picture because you'll remember what he used to look like. Paulie Mack.
I can't wait. I haven't seen him in several years. This is gonna be a shock.
We're talking about a 13-year-old now. I gotta find a good picture so you can see him.
Okay.
We're talking about a 13-year-old baseball.
While you're looking for that, I'll show this real quick. This is our listener, our viewer, member of our audience, Corinne, and she sent this picture in from back in the day. Wait till you see this, man.
Oh, man.
Wait till you see this.
Let me see here. Oh man, look at that's Reese.
Look at that photo.
Dude, Reese, I tell you what, you know what's so funny, Casey? When I first met Reese, I was over there hanging out with him, and then I walked back to do the show, and I don't know if you remember this, but Casey pulled me aside and he goes, Paulie, I don't know what you're doing over here, but I'm going to start calling you the baby whisperer because Reese doesn't talk to anybody. And he was like, but me and Reese hit it off like right away. Like we just had a bond. So do you remember that whole thing? You were like, dude, he doesn't talk to anybody. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now Reese he didn't really mess with nobody. He was a quiet baby. Like, he didn't mess with anybody. But once Paulie Mack started talking, he was locked in.
Yeah.
He was locked in. It was the zen of Paulie Mack that got him going. I'm gonna put this on the screen, see if you can see it, but that's the focus is kind of off when I do it. Let me see if I get a little closer, get my focus right. Let's see. There
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, nice, dude. Wow, he's getting big, too.
How old is he? 13?
13 years old, man. 13.
Damn.
13.
And what's his sport, Casey? What's his main sport, his big passion?
I mean, I think he's a pretty good baseball player. He's a really good baseball player, and he likes baseball a lot. I think he really, it's like anything with the teenagers nowadays. They love the culture of basketball. So he's hoping he's got his first middle school game tomorrow. So he'll be hyped for that. But I think if you ask him, he says he likes them both equally. I think he likes basketball a little bit more, but I think he's a little bit better baseball player.
Well, thanks for the update, dude. Great to see him, and great to see him growing up like that. That's so crazy. He'll be taller than you in a couple of years, man. Get ready for that. That's a trip. My kids are bigger than me. It's nuts, dude. Both my kids are taller than me. It's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, I tell him all the time. I'll still take him in the post. That's nothing. I'll take him in the post. That's nothing.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. All right. So, KC, we want to hit you with a few Niner questions. Tony, I'm going to let you go first. And I tell you the truth, KC, I'm still recovering from last week. Like, that was such a brute. And maybe I was delusional, man. I expected a lot more. I thought the Niners had a shot to go up there and win that damn game. I might have been a little delusional, but at the very, very least, I expected more of a competitive ball game. It was really frustrating.
I got a question for Casey. Casey, this has been something we've been tossing around on the show, and maybe you have no interest in Sunday's NFC Championship game, but if you do have interest, who are you pulling for?
Yeah,
Seattle,
no, it's a good question. It's a good question.
LA? And then we can, Paulie and I can reveal after the fact, but I want to know who you're pulling for, Seattle or LA.
So I'm gonna tell you like this. I think you guys are a little old school. You're a little old school. I think you're gonna understand my answer. I think you probably even went the same way. But in the middle, in that 2010s, it was heated. It was heated with Seattle and San Francisco.
Yeah.
It was heated. Paulie, Tony, both of you guys were in the belly of the beast. You know, that 2011, 2012, 2013. That was some heated stuff right there.
Yep.
And I don't like Seattle. You know, I don't give a damn about them. I want to. Well, yes, I hope they lose and I hope they burn in hell. Yes, I do hope that.
Yeah, dude, totally. Yes.
But there's something about those Rams that really pissed me off.
Okay.
And see, and I say that because I wouldn't really. I was alive, but I wasn't in the belly of the beast when the Jim Everett and all that other. And I know it was heated back then. I know. Then they went to St. Louis and it wasn't the same.
Right.
But there's something about the LA Rams that I think I disdain a little bit more than the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe it was just like Pete, Russ, and Richard Sherman, who's my boy now. I love Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
But maybe it was those three that really made me hate it, as opposed to the Seahawks as a franchise. They're kind of nondescript when it comes to Niner history. But the Rams, they got the old school. We used to hate them, and they left. And we didn't really like them in St. Louis either, but they left. But then they came back, and it was just something about being the LA Rams again that just pissed me off. So that's a long-winded way of saying, if I have to choose one of them, I'll go with the Seahawks. I do not want the Rams to win another time.
Yeah, it's an awful choice. It's an awful choice that we're forced to make, man. Forced to make. So I'm with you, KC, and Paulie's on the LA side. But real quick, before Paulie takes it back over, is there a specific need that you think is numero uno for the Niners in the offseason? What would be your specific need that they need to address first and foremost?
They got to go get a number one top flight playmaker.
Yeah.
On the offensive end. The standard right now, I'm a big believer in when you're building a team and you're trying to win a championship, you take care of the division first.
Yeah.
You have to take care of the division.
Yep.
You have to build your team to take care of the division if you don't already have that. Like, you know, back in the mid 90s, you already had the division on lock, so you could build your team to beat the Cowboys. That's what you was trying to do. We don't have the division on lock right now. And the standard, as much as I hate to say it, the standard is how do you beat Seattle's defense? How do you do that? That is what you have to build this team for in the offseason. Is to beat that Seahawks defense. They're too fast. They're too physical. And I know a lot of people look at what that defensive line of the Seahawks did to the offensive line of the Niners and say, that's where you need to go. You need to make sure. And I'm not saying they're wrong, but I think you need somebody that puts the fear of God into those linebackers in that secondary and opens it up for everybody else. If I'm just throwing a name out there, I don't think this is really going to happen, but I would be on the phone. I'd be talking if I was John Lynch. But if you found a way to get a Justin Jefferson, get a guy like that out of Minnesota and say, Justin, they're going to have the game plan for you. Now, Ricky, if you're healthy, you can do what you do. George, if you're back, you can do what you do. Juwan, if you stay, you can do what you do. But when you got guys like Bourne, and bless their heart, because I love them, Bourne, Jennings, and Demarcus Robinson, that's easy work for Seattle.
It is. Yeah. No,
you need a bona fide playmaker.
You know, we were toying around. Sorry, probably real quick. We were tossing around before you came on, Casey, about the hypothetical trade of Mac Jones, a 2026 second rounder, and Ricky Pearsall for Justin Jefferson. Would you do that trade? And I don't know if I would because I love Mac Jones and Pearsall.
We
I
might
think
need Mac Jones. We might need him, dude. He won us a bunch of ball games this year. Like that was kind of a godsend. If Mac Jones didn't step in and play as well as he did, the Niners easily could have missed the playoffs. Like we were lucky that we had a good, solid backup when Brock went down. And that's the other thing, Casey. There's to me, and I totally agree with your wide receiver thing. We do. We need a difference maker, a playmaker, a legitimate threat at wide receiver. And then, like you said, the other guys will get theirs, but we need like a lead horse again. But here's my Niner question. And then we got some questions from the audience, so we can wrap it up with that. But what do you think is a bigger issue right now? And I don't know if I can determine because I think they're both serious problems. Is it more important to you that we add talent at the pass rushing need, or is it more important that we beef up the offensive line? Because I think that both hurt us this year. We could not get to the quarterback, and you're really not going to beat anybody in the long run if you can't apply pressure to the quarterback, especially in the playoffs. And we struggle with that all year.
So I talked about this on the show a couple of times. Every August, and especially like after the first preseason game or those inter squad scrimmages they have during training camp, you hear the reports, and it's like, oh man, this offensive line, whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo or Brock, they're not going to be able to hold up. This offensive line ain't going to get it done. And as the season goes along, every year, once we get into December and all that stuff, nobody talks about the offensive line no more. When they're marching through the playoffs and getting to the NFC Championship game, they don't hear about him. I put a lot of that and give a lot of that credit to Kyle Shanahan because I believe the offensive line play under him gets better as the season goes along. So you see them in August. It's not going to be the same as what you see in December. So while that was an issue against Seattle, I would say I'm torn because I think the pass rush would have been better if we didn't have practice squad guys on there.
Yeah.
You get Bosa back. You get him teamed up with Bryce Huff. You get Michael Williams in there. And the promise that he showed.
Yeah.
Go draft the guy this year. And I think just like that, you fix the defensive line and you fix the pass rush just like that. Yeah, I know Brindle played better. I feel like I need a center. I feel like I need a left guard. And obviously when you get that left guard, it's going to be somebody that can transfer to left tackle once Trent is gone.
Yeah.
That would be the thought. So if between the two, I think you go handle the offensive line because I think the defensive line is going to take care of itself with help.
Right on. Yeah. Right on. Go ahead.
Just a comment. That window's closing, Casey. That window's closing. You know.
Oh man, no, it's been rough.
Well, so look, I think this year. So the Rams a couple years ago, their window closed with Aaron Donald and all this other stuff. And they went out and they got Jared Verse and they got a Puka. And I'm not saying we have a Puka or anything like that. He's different. We didn't find a guy like that. But they took that year with those draft picks and they retooled. And then remember they lost in that first round to Detroit.
Yep.
And I think last year they lost to the Eagles. And now here where they are. I think this year was a little bit of the retool year. And I think that from the Ayuk, the Samuels, you could say Garoppolo, all those guys, they're kind of moving on from that era.
Yeah.
Now they're looking for those guys to take their place. But you got Brock, who I'm 100% on board with Brock Purdy. That's my quarterback.
Nice.
That's
yeah.
That's my quarterback, Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And Fred Warner's still relatively young. They're gonna have to find a way to replace Kittle and McCaffrey. But I think the transition into this next era started this year. I think we saw that with guys like Diamond Lenore. We saw that with guys like Ricky Pearsall when he's healthy. We saw that with guys like Dean Winters and what he's able to do. So I think they're about to start another era. They need one more. They need a big time draft here, and they need to find one more young stud to go along with Purdy. But I think, Tony, we're going to transition into that next era of Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah, that's a good point. The guy's like Upton Stout, dude. How about that kid?
Yeah, he's got a lot of promise. He's going to be a good player. He already was a good player, and he's only going to get better. So that's a good call, Casey. It is like kind of a transitional period. And when you look at it through that perspective, it's like, you know what? They actually did accomplish a hell of a lot this year, considering the state they were in. Yeah. No Brock Purdy for all those games. No Bosa, no Warner, no Kittle. It's like it just kept coming. All the best Pro Bowl players were on the sideline when they hit the postseason, and they still beat the crap out of Philly. And that was the crowning moment of this whole year for Kyle and his staff and all those guys. Okay, Tony, let's do this. A couple more minutes with Casey. I want to let him go, and let's get some of the listener questions up there because I saw a couple supers.
My girl Patty from Napa in here. That's crazy. Patty is the best. I love that. Look at that. Come on, man. That's my girl Patty from Napa, man.
Yeah, Patty from Napa. Here, you know what, Paulie? Before we do that, we'll get the other supers in a sec. But if we want to do, I want to show Patty also sent in a picture or pictures, a couple pictures that are fun to go down memory lane. If I can just get these, there they are right here. Okay, stand by. These are great shots of you guys, and I'll put them up here as Casey. Stand by. You mentioned Patty.
Stand by. Yes, it's stand by, Casey.
All right, here we go. So here's, first of all, this is going back in time. That's look at that shot. Look at that.
They had me in the studio.
Yeah,
they had me in the studio. And you know what happened there is Patty, one of the auctions that you guys had, she bid to come into the studio, and she hit me up and she said, I want you to come in the studio. I bid on this so you could come in and you could be on air with those guys. That's the type of person she was.
Yeah, Patty rules, man. We see Patty all the time. She's the best. Yeah, she hasn't changed at all. She's still rock solid.
And then you got this one too. She sent this one in as well.
Yeah.
Great.
Shout out Patty for that. That's what she is, the nicest person.
Oh, dude, you're so damn right. So sorry about that. I just want to get those on, Patty. Thank you for sending those in to the email address. And then we got this guy, Mark Gravy Graves. He says, not every owner wants to win. It's a business to them. And then that leads Marky Graves. Thank you for the super. That leads to Chutch916, who says, KC, he wants your comments on. I was joking around before we brought you on saying if you had Vitello fever. Tony, you want your comments on the Tony Vitello era beginning this spring?
Well, yeah, I mean, I like him. I like what I see. But, you know, I mean, what's he? Is he hitting in the 5-hole? You know, is he hitting in the 2-hole? I need players. I need players.
Yeah.
Rafael Devers, I think they got some players. I do think they have some players. They need to figure out what they're doing at second base. They got to figure out what they're going to do as far as I'm old school. You guys know I'm old school. I want a true league guy. You know, I want a true table setter out there. I don't even want Devers batting second the way they had him batting second earlier. But you know, I need Devers, my boy Adames, who I really like Adames. I like my boy Julio Ramos. I know he's under fire here and there, but I like him.
Yeah.
You know, I want those guys to be what they're meant to be, and that's guys that bring guys home. You got to get people on base for these guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, I like Vitello. Like I like the vibes, but I need a player.
Good answer. That's good answer.
What's my guy's name that played at Tennessee, though? I like his energy that was going crazy last year.
The young kid.
Yeah. Oh, crap. What is his name? Help us out. I know exactly. The kid who was on the rail every night going nuts. Yeah.
I like his energy. I like the way he plays. And he played at Tennessee, and he has one of the great college baseball moments in recent memory when he hit that grand slam in the College World Series. It just it took him about 2 minutes to get the second.
Drew Gilbert, Casey.
Drew Gilbert. Yeah.
I love that energy. And then they got the young boy from Mississippi State. I want to see him get called up at some point. The young brother who I saw him in the College World Series, I think 2 years ago. He's in the Giants drafted him. He's in the system. I want to see what he's got. But I need players. Players.
Yeah, man.
And I need another starter. Give me another starter. Can he throw every fifth day? Can he throw every fifth day? That's what I need to know.
All I know, Casey, is what you talked earlier in the show tonight about, like how glorious the run was with the 3 World Series and all that. And dude, I always think that whole thing was built and predicated on great pitching and defense. Like we were scratching runs across the plate. We weren't an explosive offensive team, but we had the arms, man. We had the rotation and we had the pen. And most teams that they faced when they got to the postseason, they couldn't handle that because we had so much depth. So I'm with you on that big time, dude. Give me an arm. Give me a reliable arm that's going to go out there and give me quality starts and help us, help us find the playoffs again. I'm with you on that 1,000,000%.
The one thing I'll say is at least we don't have the nerds running baseball anymore. Farhan, I swear, look, I need an investigation. I need an investigation. I swear this was a Dodgers plant. He was a mole.
Yeah.
Because now he's back with the Dodgers
I know.
somehow, some way. I'll tip my hat to him because that was a brilliant plan to have this guy come to San Francisco and completely destroy the franchise while you guys do what you need to do. I need an investigation. Where's Pablo Torre? He's the one that Pablo knows. Let him investigate that. There's some shady business going on.
Hey, KC, dude, I love everything you just said, and I'm with you 1,000,000%. Total secret agent, total spy, total like undercover work for the LA Dodgers. And dude, it's got to be exposed. Me and you are going to bring this thing to daylight. We're going to bring it to justice, man. All right, hey, KC, listen, I love you so much. I'm so glad to see you. Tony, get your final shots in here because we're going to let KC go.
I'm just saying one last super KC from our man Dom Peralta.
Come on, man. Shout out Dom.
Yeah, Dom's the best. He says, thank you for joining PMP, KC. And that's from everybody in the PMP.
Yeah, round of applause for KC, dude. Just great to see your face. Great to hear your voice. Keep doing what you're doing. That's all you need to do. Keep going.
Look, the only thing I ask from you guys is like, please get me on here again, man. Come on, man. Talking with my guys, man. Like, anytime, let me know. I know my schedule is crazy, and you guys made some arrangements to make sure it happened, and I appreciate that. But man, anytime you guys need, anytime you want to talk Niners, Giants, we talk some hoop, we talk whatever you want to, man.
Yep.
Awesome.
Just let me know, man. I'm 100% down.
Thank you, KC. Great to see you, man. And give my best to your family. Tell your mom we said happy birthday, and tell Reese I said what's up too. Give him a fist pound.
Will do, man. Will do.
Right on. Everybody, and make sure you check his show out up in Sacramento too. He is obviously one of us. Kenny Caraway on ESPN 1320. He's on the air every day doing it. Yeah, it looks like he's I mean, listen, Tony, the crowd loves KC. They really do. And I do too.
But he's one of those people, the minute you meet him, you're like, I'm in.
Yep.
I'm absolutely in. And he's such a great dude, and his vibes are so thick. I'll never forget meeting him. I think it might have been the same year that Corinne sent that photo in where Reese was a baby. And he's like, he actually said, he's like, Tony, do you mind holding Reese for a second while I go get his beers? And I'm like, dude, done. Yeah. And then like you are like, I don't know, man. Reese was just super chill. And now he's 13 years old. And I'm so happy for Casey that things are going well for him in Sacramento. And if there's ever a reason to root for the Kings, if the Warriors aren't doing it, it's for guys like KC who are
100%.
100%.
I'm actually looking. I'm scrambling real quick through my phone to see if I can find, because I had a great picture in here somewhere of me and baby. Well, I called him Baby Reese back then. He's no baby anymore. Hold on. I can't find it. All right. Anyway, I go way back with KC. It was great to see him. And thank you guys for giving him the PMP red carpet treatment. I'm sure he appreciates that. All right, Tony, I need to give some love to Longbridge. I don't know about you.
Yes, before we do that, we're going to do
it's business time.
Extended version.
It's business time. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
Oh, God, I love the ooh. Just a couple more supers, Paulie, that I want to get to that were earlier in the show that I want to make sure we get them on the show. Ray Goodman at Ray Goodman Music. We were talking about Ray Goodman and the Soulmates, and he says, thanks, guys. Now also fronting Shaky Ground. All booty shaking hits. Debut show, 7 p.m., January 31st, Concord Moose Lounge 567. So there you go. We'll pump that up again. Ray. Send us more info again.
Quick question. Quick question. If we're talking booty shaking hits, I mean, I think obviously maybe the opening song of the whole set would be Tony on bass going do 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 do. Baby got back. You got to do Baby Got Back if you're doing booty shaking hits. I want Cosmo says you're fat. I ain't down with that. I need you to take lead vocals. Go ahead, Ray. Yeah,
love that, Paulie. Or is it a little disco inferno? Maybe he's got some disco inferno, dude.
Only if we play the 13-minute extended dance remix, because there's a 13-minute version of Disco Inferno. You need it. You really do.
And it's so good. It's so good. By the way, remember the He's Richard Sherman for Disco Inferno?
Oh, dude. I remember playing that for Richard Sherman. He looked at me like I was out of my mind. Out of my mind. When I
Wally.
went down there, we were working like at Niner camp, and we were like talking to him. He goes, "You're the guy that did that whole Disco Sherman thing?" And I go, "Yeah." I go, like, the Disco Inferno and everything. And he was like, "Uh-huh."
Dude,
Uh-huh.
Wally,
He was like looking at me
Wally.
like, yeah, yeah. He looked at me like I was nuts, Holmes.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's the best, dude.
yeah.
Sherm, baby Sherm. He's Richard Sherman. Instead of Burn, baby Burn, Disco Inferno. Oh, that
Sherm,
was
baby
fun.
Sherm. I love Disco Inferno to Sherman. I thought that was a great track. I really like that
100%. I
one.
loved it. I remember we used to play it just to listen to it to get our boogie on. Escobar Cheeks the third. Check this out, dude. He's a super, and he says, "I won't make it on the show tomorrow. I'm filming a spot on Cron 4."
It's listen, all the power to you. Welcome to the Crown 4 family. We're firmly entrenched in the Crown 4 family too. Escobar, let's talk about it too. If you want to share that with us tomorrow or on Friday, please do share the spot. We'd love to show it on the show. I'm not sure what it's about or what the content is, but we got your back. If we can help expose it anytime, let us know. We got you.
He's probably going to work with Steve and Art that directed our spot. He's probably going to work with Steve and Art. Escobar, you got to look for a man named Art and a guy named Steve. They're hopefully you meet them. They filmed our spot.
Yeah. You know what? Can I jump in on that real quick? Because I got a question.
Where is the spot?
Never seen it.
Yeah,
never seen it. You?
No.
Have you? I haven't seen it. Never haven't seen it. I think we had to cancel a show to shoot that spot and everything. Like we did, like we moved the whole schedule around. Anyway, that was months ago. I never saw the spot. All right. Anyway, Tony, and thank you, Escobar. Good luck tomorrow. You'll do great, man.
Last super before we get to Longbridge.
Yeah.
Patty from Napa, thank you again for the super. Everybody, she says the calendar has been added to the task list that is on me, so it will be a March to March calendar. Hot and hunky PMP. Here we go.
I don't know what I got myself into with this, but I'll cash, I'll have to cash that check that my mouth set up. So hot and hunky man of PMP coming up, ladies. If that's what you want, that's what you're going to get. Tom
We
Stack.
could put KC. We could put KC in the calendar. Give
100%.
KC a month.
100%. Rags, I'm going to have to ask you to submit a shoot as well. All the Dom, I need you with the easel with no clothes on. I mean, the whole thing. All right. Thank you, Patty. And yes, we could go March to March. There's a lot of ideas. Yeah, the hot and hunky men of PMP. That's a joke in itself, obviously.
Right.
You don't think we're taking that serious. All right, Tony, get us in the oven where we belong because it's time to talk about Long Bridge Pizza. My main man, Neil Denardi, is down there. He's probably flipping pies right now. He's probably down there flipping pies right now, like boxing up pizzas, pouring draft beers, making sure all the TVs have the games on. Warriors off tonight, by the way. They'll be back at it tomorrow. Down in Dallas, right? They're going to Dallas tomorrow, I think, the Golden State Warriors. A little Klay Thompson reunion. In any case, Longbridge Pizza should be your destination every time there is an event to chase. Doesn't have to be a Warrior game, could be a Valkyries game, could be a USF game, big USF game, maybe playing St. Mary's, Gonzaga, something like that. You get on down to Chase. That's when I first met Bonnie. I met Bonnie at a USF game at Chase Center last year. So stuff like that, or concerts, anything going on down there. Chappelle comes into town, does stand up at Chase, get on down to Longbridge. Perfect way to set up the next event down at Chase. And also that goes for Giants games too, because we are getting closer to baseball now. KC obviously kind of wetting my whistle there, talk about baseball. And I don't know, because it hasn't been finalized yet, but Patty and I, we're talking today, and Dom and Tony, and we're like, we need to get the next event on the calendar, and we're talking about it right now, guys. We're trying to work stuff out, and it could easily wind up being another opening day party at Longbridge Pizza, because that was the first time I got to meet a lot of you, and I think, Tony, a pretty successful event, as was the broadcast with Tolbert and Brooks. It's really become our home away from home. So thank you, Longbridge Pizza. Thank you, Andre, Steven, all the people. And, of course, Neil at the top of the totem pole there, just making sure everything goes well, that the food is top-notch, the environment is killer, the laid-back vibe, the serious pizza. Tony, I'll let you wrap it up. And just all thanks and praise be to Neil Denardi, man, and Longbridge Pizza, longbridgepizza.com. Place your orders to go online at their website. Tony, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the schedule. The Giants open at home against the Yankees. Just a reminder of everybody. They open Wednesday, March 25th at home against the Yankees, 5:05 p.m. Then they have Thursday off. Then they do Friday day game, 1:35. So we got to look at those dates and see what we can muster. Paulie, I also wanted to, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tony. I just want to pick your. Oh, where'd we go?
I don't know what happened.
Where'd we go? Where am I?
I don't know what just happened.
I'm in the corner. I see. Hey, what's up, you guys?
There you go. Sorry, dude.
Tony, real quick. I know you're a baseball purist. I'm a baseball purist too. Casey, as a lot of us are. We grew up when the game was still, real baseball, no ghost runners, no nonsense. Tony, this is the first time in my life that opening day at Giants for a Giants season is going to be a night game. I want your thoughts.
It's a national broadcast. That's the only reason why, because they have a day off the next day. They go Wednesday Yankees 5:05, then day off.
Yeah, man.
And then 1:35. So yes, I have no desire to go to Wednesday's 5:05 game.
That's why we'll do a party at Longbridge maybe instead. Yeah,
we could do that. Yeah, but I love the idea of the Friday 1:35 game. That's very enticing. Yankees.
I always equated, and no disrespect, Patty, honestly, because I like the A's. I got no problem with the A's, but I always associated, like, Tony, opening night with the Oakland A's. They did a lot of night openers. The Giants always play in the daytime, man. This is really unusual. They're doing that. I get it's the Yankees and stuff, but still, come on, man.
Yep. It's the Yankees who just signed Bellinger to a 5-year deal. I thought that was a long time. That's a lot. I mean,
Mets are signing guys, Yankees are signing guys, Dodgers, and we're just chilling. We signed the Koran Theater, so we got that going for us.
I'd love a Bellinger. I would love a guy like Bellinger.
Tony, I can't help you with any actual baseball players on the field, but I can take you to go see Cats at the Koran Theater. So I got that going,
And totally. And I can take you to McCovey Cove, the new McCovey Cove Beach, if you want to,
take me to McCovey Cove Beach, and you can point to where the stadium is, although it's obstructed by all the condos now. You could be like, it's right on the other side of those buildings. Anyway, Tony, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. Finish up the Longbridge.
I wanted to actually give some pizza porn because this was on their on Instagram page today. And tomorrow, I just want to remind people that tomorrow, buffalo chicken pizzas are also available, as well as the Detroit style pizzas. But look at this. Look at the buffalo chicken pizza. Shannon Kaler, when we had lunch with Shannon Kaler of the Stone Foxes, he ordered this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look at you. What a stealth move. And it actually turned out to be a damn good pizza.
I stole several slices from him. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the buffalo chicken pizza that's only made on Thursdays. So get involved if you're in Longbridge tomorrow. Get the buffalo chicken, and we also do the Detroit style pizzas on Thursdays as well. And then, of course, the beer selection is great. And then check out longbridgepizza.com. Check out all their pizzas and salads and beers, or talk to Neil Donardi about coming to you, hiring Neil and the Pizza Wagon for a private event. Have him cater your event. He crushes it. He crushes these events. So it's very, very, very. Rising Wolf did it for his wife's 50th birthday party. It was raving about Neil and the job he did. I hired Neil for our horseshoe tournament. Same thing. Everybody at the horseshoe tournament's like, make sure this guy's back next year. Make sure he's back. So you can hire him out, longbridgepizza.com. We love Neil. Thank you for the sponsorship and the partnership, Neil, and the friendship. Most importantly, the vibe tribe, Paulie.
Yeah, Neil, we love you, man. And it's been a while. I need a Neil hit. I haven't seen him since the Donardi family Christmas party when we all played bocce, had Grateful Dead music playing. The food was incredible. The Donardi, I'm a sucker for the Donardi family. Totally. I don't care if it's mom and dad, his brother, his sister. Just give me a Donardi and I'll be fine. Or give me all the Donardis. It's even better. But thank you, Neil, so much. And, dude, I haven't even rapped with you since Bobby checked out. So we're going to need to talk Bobby next time we hook up. And I know we will. So,
Paulie, give me all Donardis, all your hugs and kisses too.
Took me a second. Totally. Give me all Donardis and his mother, father too. Don't let up until you're through, dude.
Give me all Donardis and his sister Lauren too.
And don't let up until you're through. Dude, don't let up until you're through. Okay. All right. Hey, I want to thank KC, Kenny Carraway, for joining us tonight. He was the freaking best. I want to thank all of you. Believe it or not, you guys, Tony and I are always really happy to see you guys. We really are. So thank you, Dom. Thank you, Rockin' New Era, Anthony Merkovich, Patty from Napa, your hum daddies who are out there, the whole gang, Rags in Jersey. Thanks for staying up late as you always do. Big Al is out there, Stevie B. We love you guys. Big out. Thank you, man. Tony, I'm going to let you do the honors. Miguel, you have a good night too. Stevie B, big night for you and me. The great thinking alike continues with the wide receiver and all of our takes. We were locked in tonight. Miriam, have a great night. Hum Daddies, be well. Hey, Escobar, good luck tomorrow. Matt Stenson, keep rocking. Tony, do your thing and take us home.
Yeah, you and Stevie B can wear your Rams jerseys tomorrow or Friday, whatever you guys want to do. And then Paulie, also, I want to remind people, Polymax Particles at Polymax Particles on YouTube. When you're there, please like and subscribe, hit the algorithm. We have a meeting with David Basham about an algorithm meeting from David from Musical Assignment last week. We're setting up a meeting to talk algorithms, which is just like, wow.
Hey, I'll talk algorithms, whatever you want to do. Yeah.
All damn day. All damn day. Anything to grow the show.
Yeah.
And just want to remind people the audio versions are also available for podcast listeners on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts at Polymax Particles. Thank you all for supporting the show. Wouldn't be here without you guys. And here we go, Paulie.
So say good night to the bad guy.
Yeah.
Pelican, come on, Pelican.
There we go. And
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
oh man, where's the class dismissed? Come on, man. Oh, I gotta reboot this thing.
Class dismissed.
There we go. And Paulie,
How
this is
about
really
this?
cool.
Look at the big gaps. It's not your fault. I hate it when the gear I used to flip out. Yeah, no, I know. I remember when I was like on my last kind of chapter over at the old station, and I'd be bitching and complaining on the air because the gear was breaking all the time. So I'd be like trying to fire a soundbite, nothing would happen. There'd be a big gap in the show, and I would say stuff like this on the air. I'd be like, "Oh, you know what? Whatever you do, don't fix the gear. Let's just keep all this faulty stuff in here. It's great for the show." And then I was told more than once, like in behind closed doors, "Hey, Paulie Mac, you got to stop complaining about the gear. Management's getting pissed. Management's getting pissed." And I go, "Okay, cool. Check this out. Here's a message for management. You can go run this back down the hall and tell them this. I will stop complaining about all the faulty gear as soon as they fix it. That's all. They fixed the gear. I got nothing to complain about." Anyway, Tony, I had a flashback when you were doing that because I was thinking if that was me a couple of years ago, right now, I'd be flamethrowing the whole building. I'd be like, "Yeah, no, you guys are great. Just keep all this crappy stuff around so the show sounds like crap. That's good. It's going to be good for business." Yeah.
Oh man, well, it's all good. Roadcaster, I'm going to send you an email. Stat.
Yeah, enough's enough. You're trying to do a job over here. The gear's not helping. Anyway, Tony, great job tonight. And thank you, everybody, for being with us. We're going to turn around. We're going to do it again tomorrow at high noon. So get some rest, get your beauty sleep. And all you hot and hunky men of PMP, start hitting the gym. We got to get buffed out here. We're doing shirtless shoots coming up soon. All right, everybody, have a great night. And cheers, y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow at high noon. Be good, boys and girls.
Peace, y'all.